Hey guys, I'm back with another quick and easy recipe for you today. And what I'm starting out with is I have some Philadelphia cream cheese, and this is the whipped version. So when you're adding the cream cheese to your eggs, the whipped version will be a way to go because it'll mix better with the eggs. And I started off with 5 eggs. I already have the eggs already cracked and ready to go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to get the eggs and the cream cheese whisked together so they can just be nice and fluffy. And this, woo! And that's on the lowest setting. That is whipping and mixing good. You just want to get this incorporated as best as you can. And then to this, I'm going to be adding a little bit of milk. Now, I have some whole milk today. If you have 2%, 1% almond milk, whatever kind of milk you have at home is fine. You just want to be able to just add a little bit of milk to it. I'm trying to not make a mess here because this mixer mixes good. So these eggs gonna be nice and fluffy. This is whisking the mess out of these eggs. But I love light and fluffy eggs, so I always really whisk my eggs really, really good. And fun fact, you do not have to add milk to your eggs. If you don't have milk at home, I add water to my eggs and it mixes just fine. Now to that also I have some chopped green onion, so I'm just gonna add this to it. Get all of that out of there. And I'm also just going to add a little bit of the dried chopped onion. I love onions, so hey, I'm just gonna add this also. You know, like if you have some jalapenos, I would love some diced jalapenos in this. You know, when you're at home, you can make your dish how you know that you guys like it. So you can add whatever other additions. I'm just gonna get some cracked pepper in here. And I love pepper, so I be heavy on the pepper. And just get all of this incorporated, because this is already looking good. So I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit so I can get everything mixed together. Okay, now today I will also be using I have some Jimmy Dean sausage that I already had cooked. So what I did is I had just cooked it a little bit and chopped it up and had it ready to go. I'm going to just add the sausage to my pie crust. So I'll just put this on the bottom of the pie crust. And get it kind of spread out. And even though you know that sausage says pre-cooked, I still like to cook it a little bit. So I just ended up cooking it so that way, you know, it would be good to go. Okay, now to the eggs, I'm gonna still add a little bit of cheese. So I'm gonna use some Mexican cheese. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this. And then I have some Parmesan also. I like the taste of Parmesan in my eggs also, so I'm just gonna add that last little bit of that I had. So I'm just gonna get this mixed up. Now, while you're prepping everything, you can have your oven set to 350 because we'll be cooking this at 350 for 20 minutes, covered with foil, and then 20 minutes uncovered. So that is the end result. Oh, that is looking yummy already. So let's get this poured in. And I'm gonna get this last little bit of cheese. Cheese, please, that was left in the bowl. Now today we're not gonna use a regular pie crust to top this. What I'm going to be using is some crescent rolls. Excuse my little beat up pack, but this is what we'll be using. I have some that I already separated. Now, when you're using the crescent rolls, you want to be sure to not overlap them. I noticed that they don't bake properly when they're overlapping each other. So you kind of want to get them on and evenly, but just not too much overlapping. Now, if you see like an area that you think you need to add, like maybe another piece, you know, you can always tear and rip and just make it work the way you need it to work. You know, when you're at home, you're cooking for you and your family. They're still gonna eat it. It's still gonna be delicious. Just might be so pretty, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this finished up. And see, now we have one actually left over because of the way that I placed them. If you see any gaps or anything like that, you can always try to, you know, like I said, just break off a piece and kind of stretch it and have it, you know, put it over it. But these just fit fine. And I also have some melted butter. So I'm going to top this with the melted butter. Butter makes everything yummy. So now you have butter on top of the crescent rolls. So you already know this is going to be absolutely delicious. So let me get this butter on here and get the foil on so we can get it in the oven. You just want to make sure that you have butter on everything. Okay. I already have a piece of foil ready to go. Go ahead and get this covered. Get this in the oven. I will get my area cleaned up and I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, we just pulled this out the oven and this looks absolutely delicious. This is the breakfast pot pie. And I mean, look at the crust. Everything just came out so golden brown. Oh guys, this just looks absolutely delicious. We're gonna go ahead and get and cut a piece. And I hope I can get this piece out all together. And this was just sausage, eggs, cheese, and some green onion. And oh, I had added some cream cheese to the eggs when I beat them also. Now this is a little bit hot, so I'm gonna try to be careful. Oh, look at that. It's still sizzling hot. That looks absolutely delicious. Grab this little extra piece of meat and the little piece of crust. Oh, this turned out absolutely beautiful. That is beautiful. Now, all of our food here we donate. So I am not going to taste a piece of this, but get into it because this pot pie is doing everything a pot pie is supposed to do. Now with this, you can always try to cook you some potatoes on the side, some hash browns or something like that to, you know, kind of make it a complete breakfast. Or what might really be good with this is a fruit salad. Since you have the pie crust, you don't want to keep adding more carbs with the potatoes. But guys, this is absolutely delicious. This, yes, try this for your next breakfast or your next brunch. Now, until next time, bye.